2 miles south of the United States Capitol, welcome to Nationals Park, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Detroit Tigers and the Washington Nationals. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go. And today's starter, Josiah Gray. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie doesn't rely too.
Rubber match between the Tigers and Nationals. Good numbers on the year in 10 starts. For Josiah Gray, very good ERA. Only a 2-2 record, however. Ball one to Parker Meadows, gets this started off.
As he looks at ball one.
I would say it's fairly generic, but it is a tough combination when you get a guy that's got the cutter, fastball, and a sinker, and also features a slider sweeper. So, especially to the right-handers, we could be in some big trouble on that front. 2-0.
And another ball.
I would think not, but you never know. Meadows slicing base hit into left field. That's where we're going to get ourselves into trouble a little bit. It worked out right there on the slider, but he's got a pretty hard slider. That one came across at 88, which is as hard as he's going to throw it, which is kind of good news. But then that sweeper could get us looking silly at times as Matt Fearling bats second.
That's outside. Ball one. Gray, 27 years old.
Customer service hero.
Back in 2018.
What in the sandwich artist is that? Line foul. Gray comes after Veerling with a 1-0 cutter. Bottom of the zone, gets this out in front. Yep.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-1.
Figured we were seeing a slider sweeper, something of that sort. We guessed right. 2-1. Pye called the ball.
Distraction and a speedy guy at first.
That cutter fell off a long way to get into the zone.
Does
not get the call on that. 3-1. Ground ball. That is gonna be a base hit.
And no shot to get him at first.
Off the glove, it's short. First two Tigers with base hits to the left side.
The right fielder, number 31, Riley.
First and second. No.
Here's where the damage could really come in. Now, Riley Green pinch hit last night to no effect. That's a good cutter.
Pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Outer edge, not worth going after that first pitch.
Here in the third and final game of the series.
For the YouTube crowd watching this afterwards and missed the disclaimer at the start, if you hear any noises, of course, there are fireworks going off here in the 3rd of July.
Ball, that's outside.
And a lot of people with very loud cars are still driving around. One. Ooh.
And a count 1-2.
Sweeper, I thought we could handle there. A little bit out in front and Green with 2 strikes on him. Yeah, it's a good pitch.
That's a really good take.
2 strikes.
First fastball of the at-bat. Had seen the cutter, but then 2 sweepers mixed in. Ooh. Not much you're going to be able to do about that.
It becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when it comes.
And that's what we were talking about. That's the first time that we've guessed wrong. We guessed right on the Parker Meadows hit. Not so much there on that one. And here is Torkelson. What a series so far for Torque.
Now at the plate, Spencer Torkelson. Fastball.
Not much Torkelson's going to be able to do with that. Josiah Gray trying to work himself out of an early jam. He went back to that cutter, which is a little bit surprising. Didn't do anywhere near as much as the first. Oh, never mind. He didn't throw a cutter first pitch. Anyway, 0-2 on Torque.
Next one just misses. And that is
Tough take, but you got to think that more often than not, in terms of strikeout situations, he is going to try and get these right-handers to chase something like that. Ooh. Could not tell you how we made contact on that 1-2 slider. We weren't as out in front as I thought we were, but still not great.
2 on, 1 out.
Do it
Foul
again.
ball still a 1-2 count.
That ball might have been a bit too tall.
It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
The battle here for Torkelson. Make it 2-2.
2-2.
I also have no idea how I'm even still going, by the way.
Here in the rubber match
Been up
of
since
this
6 in the
three-game
morning.
series.
Been a long day. Woo! God damn!
It's a strikeout, but they'll be in good shape if they make their outs as difficult as that one. Those grinding ABs take a toll.
Messiah Gray should have thrown that 3-4 pitches ago. Would have had us. Easy.
Here is Gleyber Torres.
How many times have we seen an early at-bat change the course of a game?
Well,
It
here's
happens
Gleyber.
every night in baseball, and maybe it happens again here.
302 average. 20 pitches in for Josiah Gray.
And that's outside.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning.
I would say you extend this inning
Team that is perhaps the
and get
hottest in
McKinstry, but
baseball
no,
right
that
now.
is actually not the case here today. We did drop McKinstry after the Carpenter injury and with how hot Dylan Dingler's been.
Righty delivers. Strike
Woo!
1. Torres. Matched the
Okay, well, that
numbers
cutter
in his
has made
last
us
game.
look silly officially for the first time. That was a really bad swing. And Gleyber Torres into left field. Meadows is going to round third. Might as well. Parker in, and it's 1-0 Tigers. Gleyber Torres puts Detroit on the board.
RBI to give them the lead. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping
2 of our
you get
3
the
hits
ball
in the
game.
inning,
Right down the
opposite
middle, not a
field
whole lot of
singles, but
velocity,
hey,
right on top of it.
we take those.
So digging in, Dylan Dingler.
Bring on RBI
Over to the
machine,
ball game
Dylan
yesterday
Dingler.
Afternoon.
Dingler,
On
first
the
pitch
ground to
grounder.
third.
Slightly out in front of that
Over the
fastball,
low.
otherwise
That
some
is
big
the
damage
inning
could have been
and
done.
stops things
Gleyber
from getting
Torres
out of
does
hand.
put Detroit
But they pick up one
up
run on the RBI single.
early here in
It's
this
now
one,
a
which is going to be
1-0
key.
ball game.
Because out to the mound, we send Dietrich Enns.
Back in Washington, D.C. And towing the slab in this one, Silva.
I still didn't change his name, so
Yeah,
commentary
he's
still
definitely
will
had
be
struggles so
weird.
far this year,
If anyone
as
missed the
evidenced
first
by
game
that
with
inflated
Dietrich Enns on the
whip.
mound,
He's gonna have to find
a reminder that we had to
ways
make
limit
him.
the base runners, put his team in a position to win
Was
ball
not
games. So we know he's
in the
prepared.
game.
We know
He
this
still
guy's a
might not
competitor,
be.
and we'll watch how he works in this one.
First
Up
pitch
now
is
for
fouled away
Washington,
from Jacob Young, but 6 strong innings. He did allow a good chunk of hits in his first start, but hey, overall not bad. Change up, back up the middle, and leadoff man is on. Jacob Young has terrorized us the last 2 days. 3 hits last night.
Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but
Gets you
that's a good
started
approach
early
paying off.
here.
And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And now it's Ahmed Rosario.
A lot of speed to be had here,
On 9 at-bats.
and Enns just doesn't have a lot of velo.
And the slider just
Slider
misses.
will miss away to Ahmed Rosario. Even he was having a good night last night.
Runner takes
Runner
off.
on the move, about the best we could have done.
And that's a stolen base.
Good throw from Dingler, but a fastball coming across at 91 to a guy with 96 speed.
Top of the first by being
Ain't got no
aggressive on the base
chance.
paths. I like that, especially early in this
Foul
ball
away.
game. Be aggressive while you can and see if it leads to some type of big inning.
I wouldn't be too surprised if they tried to send Young to third. And, oh, you can't be serious.
Finds its way through for a hit.
Wow.
Comes in from second. It's an RBI single. It's one.
I don't know why Gleyber was playing where he
Not
was,
much to this one other than just a willingness
but
to
there
go
is
the
not
other
a
way.
reason at all for that to be a
Nice
hit.
job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. And now a chance to
Oh,
maybe
man,
create a
none.
offense with good speed on first.
Runner on the move, Rosario this time. He's going to be out by a mile.
Throw, and they got him.
That goes to show you stealing a base
Well,
is a tough thing to do.
they get the run, but now the base is
Even with
clear.
big-time speed.
with Nate Lowe at the plate.
That was a great catch and throw. Quick,
not a great jump there from Rosario. I don't even know. We did throw the fastball, so I guess we got that going for us. 0-1 on Lowe.
And ball one. The Tigers
will miss away. We have really struggled with throwing fastballs in this location in this series, but we're going to try it.
Next offering is downstairs.
Well,
still a couple of months to go.
We're going to struggle anywhere, at least miss out of the zone.
Pressure around each game right now. A win here would be a nice shot of momentum.
Just missed.
I'll make it 3-1. Grounder to Matt Vierling. Lowe's got to be disappointed in that. 2 away.
Batting fourth.
So it took 2 batters for the Nationals to score more runs, or as many runs as ends allowed in his last start.
I don't expect them to change their approach.
That, I believe, was that against Minnesota? Or was that Pittsburgh? I don't remember.
Be patient out there and get a feel for this starting pitcher.
Maybe it was Oakland. Might have been Oakland.
Empty. C.J. Abrams.
Sorry, not Oakland.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. Abrams
certainly hasn't been efficient for Dietrich Ends.
That misses. Yeah, that's ball
all
two.
over the place, and I mean, unlike his first start, you really feel that he's 53 overall.
Fouled off left side.
And I don't really know.
I would throw him another breaking ball.
If he got a roster update, say today, I don't really know if he's going to be better or worse. Curveball, that is slapped to left field. You certainly want to limit what the Nationals are going to try and do with 2 away here, because they destroyed us with 2 outs last night. And that one slicing away from McKinstry. James Wood tried to do it again. Nationals tie the game on one of the weirdest hits you will ever see. I mean, this left the bat at 65 miles an hour and got into right field. Because Gleyber Torres was just in terrible position. McKinstry to the plate.
Right through there for a strike.
Cy Gray going to start the second, at least throwing strikes.
This one popped
good swing. Sky high on the infield. Brady House is there.
And there's one down. That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate.
Well, bring on Wenzel Perez, and for the first time to start a game in this series, he does face a left-hander, which is the preferred matchup.
Wenzel Perez now in the box.
That cutter's filthy. I'll give him that. No wonder he leads with it. Yeah, it's gross. Wenzel hit fairly well. That'll end. Well, won't end the inning. That's 2 away. Baez, the last batter here. 2 pretty good timing swings here in the second inning to no results.
Not close with that one, and that's ball one.
Obviously had a pretty decent series. Starting to raise that average again. Let that go. No reason to go after that thing. 2-1.
1 strike.
Well, we're kind of doing it to ourselves again. You know, long first inning for Josiah Gray. He's got a chance to get out of this second really quick. Baez to left. And it stays up in the air long enough.
And that is out number 3.
Tigers will go 1, 2, 3.
Bottom of the second.
See if Dietrich Hens can settle in similarly to that of Josiah Gray.
And welcome back to the ballpark.
Day off last night for Josh Bell. Leads off the second.
in there at the knees.
Changeup
Most
drops
hitters
in,
are
and
looking
to be
for the
honest,
first
I think
pitch
that's sheer
fastball.
luck.
You're not really timed up for a changeup, so if it's well located by the pitcher, he can get a strike.
Not sure what he's doing on that.
Simmons, our plate umpire today,
0-2.
sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Let that
a
go.
little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can
Probably
be
too
tough
early to
deal with
start
as a
doing
hitter
this,
because
but
you have to start expanding what you're looking for.
I'm really not sure there's
Covering
ever
both
going to
sides,
be a
with the stuff
time
pitchers have
where
today,
it's going to be a
just not
good
gonna have a lot
idea
of
to throw a
success.
backdoor slider with ends.
Little bit low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fans don't really
Unbelievable
understand the
take.
familiarity and relationship players and coaches have
Back
with
up the
umpires.
middle, and they have the leadoff man on
They're all out there
in
trying to do
each
their
of the
best
first
and
2
perform at a
innings.
high level. So
With
when you
almost
respect that,
identical
I think
hits.
Over time, you can develop a relationship with them. He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately.
You keep
Once
Josh
get
Bell in the
ball by pitcher,
ballpark,
there's
which
a
I do
lot of
suppose
base
is
hits up the
good,
middle,
but
even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
We've gotten 3 outs so far with ends, and the Nationals just
3
picked
hits
up their
last
4th
night,
hit.
So he was a big factor in getting
Dude,
that
Stone
hit.
Garrett
That
has
one's in there.
destroyed us.
Strike 1. Bell,
Raised his
the horn
average
here at
10
first
points
with
this
nobody
series.
out. There's a
Ooh, got the
strike.
call. But now comes the big problem of actually finishing him off. Oh, well, we'll do more than that. Baez to Glaber on to first and a double play.
It's a double play.
Batting
Oh
eighth,
man, what a
the catcher.
smooth double
Easy.
play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Like that. I need a couple more of those, I think.
3 for 7
Dietrich
in the
Enns
series
is going to
so
have a
far.
long day.
And first offering is fouled
Safe to
off.
say what Ruiz is looking for.
2 down,
1.
nobody on. He swings and fouls one off.
Well, Ruiz swinging out of his shoes. Another guy that's had a great series for the Nationals.
And that's outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
I wonder if we can get him with a slider now.
And a
Nah, if it hit the edge.
outside.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really
2
nothing
and
you
2.
can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take
And
right there.
into right field.
Line to right, and that'll be
Ah, 2 out hits for the Nationals, man. It has been every single inning, it feels
Now
like.
for Washington, Brady House.
Number 9 hitter
Sat out
Brady
last
House,
night's
important
game,
guy
but
to
back
get.
in there today. Just missed.
They have taken some incredible changeups from Enns so far. Right to
The other way,
Torkelson
makes the grab and
to end the
out of
inning.
No runs on 2.
2 out hit.
No
Nationals
errors.
have
And
5
one
in
left
2
on base.
innings.
We played
But this
2
is
full.
kind of shaping up a
Full time,
lot
1-1.
like Enns' first start.
Back here in Nationals
Leading off
Park.
for the Tigers.
New
Reminder
inning
that he went
started.
6 innings.
In Parker Meadows.
Meadows.
Allowed 8 hits, but only the 1 run. That's that
Swing and a
cutter
miss as he was
again.
out front.
Oh, you can't sit on anything first pitch. He's got everything that's going to move differently. Meadows, opposite field again.
And a good start to the inning.
Josiah Gray leaves the sweeper up in the zone. Meadows a little bit behind it.
Right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy.
That's
Didn't
the
try
4th
to pull the ball,
Tigers hit.
Let it get deep. Took the barrel
Now see
right to
Veerling.
it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Now it's going to be Matt Veerling. Nobody out.
Feels like a
runner
good
first.
time of year for Matt Veerling. I think a home run's coming soon.
A little bit low.
2-0.
Now 2-0.
But they would have to pitch to him today for that to be the case. And so far for Matt Veerling, they have not. Ooh.
And that one fouled off. Fouls one off. 2-2.
Could be just because I've been up
Runner
so
at
long
first
as
with no
well.
outs here.
Feels like we're behind a lot of stuff. Probably if we're going to have any success, it's going to be a lot of opposite field stuff today. Oh, boy.
Started after it. Appeal to first.
Surprising
It did not go around.
to me, they do call that a ball. I'm telling you this. I'm looking at the swing feedback. That says we went around. But it's one of those ones where it just looks like you didn't have a chance at going around. So I thought we did. Oh,
The
no.
second might be 2. There's 1.
Whoa! Oh, my God. Was that really necessary?
So easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big
Two teams are kind of step for step right now. Jesus.
Riley Green up now for the Tigers.
Well, bring up Green.
Struck out swinging his first time.
All right.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
And a
Swing
bullet.
smash
Guess
down the
what?
line. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors.
That blows.
No one left.
Leadoff man
We move
on. Double
to the
play.
bottom
Line
of
drive
inning
out.
Number 3. All tied 1-1.
This feels like a battle of who wants it least right now.
The center fielder, Jacob Young.
Now to try and find a way to get Jacob Young out.
And takes low for ball 1.
Which is pretty difficult when the only thing we can even try really to throw in the strike zone is the fastball. Oh, Jesus. Oh, and we did that. It was called a ball anyway.
And that drops
Oh.
in for a strike.
Wow, we got a makeup call.
Counts, but hitters still in the back of their
Nationals
minds, they're
haven't
looking
gotten
for
that
one.
yet.
2-0 changeup
2-1.
call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
That
This
one,
smacked out
trouble.
to left center.
McKinstry
McKinstry makes the catch.
makes it
and
look
there's one
easy.
gone.
1 away here in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Next to hit for the Nats. Ahmed
I
Rosario.
can't believe that RBI for
His last
Rosario.
Rosario.
And that's in the dirt.
Like, I'm serious. I think the only thing that we might be able to throw for a strike over about 50% today gonna be the fastball. That's trouble.
Liner, base
Meadows
hit.
to try and cut it off. He will.
So a man aboard now.
Keep
with one away.
Rosario at first base, but
That's back-to-back singles.
he's
for
got
him.
great
Put a pretty good
speed,
jolt
so
into that one.
wouldn't be surprised if they try and get that single
And he got
turned
the
into a
drop in
double.
out there in the deep part of the field.
That's, whoa, that would have been trouble. It was right to Bias. Torres throw will end the inning.
This one ends the 3rd. 1 hit in the inning.
Double
but nothing
plays
more than
in
that.
back-to-back
3
innings for the
complete.
Washington
All tied
Nationals.
1-1.
And that left Josh Lowe's bat at 1,000,000 miles an hour. More like 100-something, but still. Just right to Baez.
Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers.
Take those numbers. That's fact, as always, but that about sums it up. Even in our loss yesterday, Tigers still hit very well. You know what? That one makes no sense. Outside of maybe the spin on the ball,
And a quick out number 1.
Well, he's doing a nice job. Of
Timing on
keeping
that
the
says
ball
that
out
shouldn't
of
have
the
happened,
air.
but-
Lets the defense
second
work behind him with another
baseman,
ground ball. Good execution.
Torres.
I don't know. Looks like a single back up the middle.
That one fouled off.
Well,
One out.
quick
base
out.
is empty. Torres, multi-time All-Star, 28 years old. And he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games.
Front door cutter from Josiah Gray. We haven't seen him throwing that pitch very much when it doesn't really do anything. It didn't do anything there.
Lifted
That
in
was
the air,
just
right
outside
field.
of the strike
Garrett
zone there at the very end, and Glaber's going to
pulls
fly
it
out.
down.
Josiah Gray's having his way right now.
And next to hit for Detroit, Dylan Dingler. Grounded out his
But I
first
mean,
time.
you know, we're missing a key bat right now. And I think it is showing a little bit.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Down
Fly
the line,
ball.
Garrett
That's
on the
gonna stay in play.
Tracks it down for the out. And that'll
Oh, of
do it.
course it would. Let Stone Garrett do us
No errors.
dirty a little bit
Bottom of
more.
Inning number 4 now. All tied 1-1.
Ten hits, 2 runs.
Check out what's been happening of late. Really
What does that say about us? They got swept by the Padres, swept by the Dodgers. If they have a chance to win 2 or 3 from us. And right now, I'd say they got a pretty good shot at it. Cy Gray having a great start.
And a slider in there for a strike.
Leadoff man on in each of the first 3 innings for the Washington Nationals.
Foul.
Stay away with a curveball. I think we might have a chance. Why would that be the case? They're just going to foul it away again. Oh,
misses.
man.
Ball 1.
Yeah, the count 1-2.
Really nice slider
I couldn't
right there,
tell you.
Sweeping across
How.
the dish, but
1-2.
just couldn't hang the edge.
Chased another one. Hens doesn't have a great fastball, but here we go. Veerling
Up to the left.
from
Into
third
foul
base
ground.
on the run.
Veerling
We will
makes
get the first
grab.
out. Actually, did
And
we
it's
get the
1
first
down.
out in the 3rd inning without allowing a base runner? We might have.
Here's the left fielder, James Wood. He's 0 for 1.
James Wood 0 for 1.
Just
Oh, my.
off the outside edge. 1-0.
I miss Reese Olson so bad.
And another ball.
2-0.
We just get what we can out of Dietrich. That's for sure. Turn
And
it over to the
that's counted
bullpen.
away.
He hasn't fallen
I think
behind
I've
down
timed
like
up
this
all 3 of these
day.
pitches
He's in danger
perfect,
of
and they have all
walking his first
missed.
batter right here.
And that one clips the corner.
Corner paint. What the
that's ball
fuck was
4.
that?
Tried another slider, but it missed
That
the
was
plate.
bad out of the hand.
Now batting, the designated
Man
hitter,
at first
Josh.
with 1 gone.
Well, bring
Next
on
is the
Josh
DH.
Bell.
A switch hitter, Josh Bell.
Oh
Just
my
missed.
Dietrich. Oh, I'm losing my shit.
Check
I don't know
swing.
how that ball
And the count even at
I got
1.
a ball.
didn't just go 460 feet. I really don't know. I'm not really sure what's going on with the
Very
game right
consistent
now.
with his command out there on the mound.
That last slider was
Consistently
goofy.
throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
Grounded foul.
Wood leads off first with 1 away.
Change
Swing and a
up. That
ground
is also
ball.
a foul.
And foul ball. Fouls it off. Still
Whoa.
1-2.
I don't know how you can be that late and make contact. Uh-oh. Whoa! Oh, you can't be serious, Washington!
Return throw to first. Got him.
Double plays
And
in
that'll do
each
it.
of the
We have
last 3
3 down. We're
innings.
headed to the 5th. All tied 1-1.
Hey, on the bright side, you know, for somebody that's been up a really long time, might be a little tired here, game's got some pace to it.
Welcome back.
Leading off
Quite
for
a
the
pitcher's
Tigers,
duel
the
so
left
far.
field,
Here's how the
Zach
starters have performed up to this point.
So I agree with those 2 strikeouts. Those back to back. Seven, 8, and 9 due up.
Gray back to work.
They were also up in inning number 2.
And that's in there at the knees.
Well, these Tigers need to
Cy
bring up the
Gray's
quality
just
of
had
their
it.
bats and specifically their
Really,
swings.
even
They're trying
since
to
he
find
allowed
ways
those
to
first
drive
2
the
base
ball
runners
with
to
some
reach for
authority, but
Detroit,
it's just not
he's been on
happening
his
for him
game.
so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so
That's a
it's
one
been
we
tough
should
for him to
have.
get anything going.
Definitely. Could go anywhere here.
Foul ball. It stays nothing in
Foul
2.
away there by McKinstry. Went with the sweeper up and in. Actually, the swing timing was decent enough. Could have done more.
Spoils the 2.
No idea how we
You'll
made
see
contact. I
nothing.
don't know if I've seen his cutter move that much. Outside of maybe the one that I think we went flailing at with Gleyber Torres.
And the 0-2. Swing. And a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Ruiz.
I'll make that 2
squeezes it,
pop-ups
and
for
there's
Zach
one away.
McKinstry today.
Wenzel Perez up now.
Second
for the
at bat
Tigers.
for Wenzel
Fly to
Perez.
center his first time. Foul ball there.
That cutter didn't do much.
You have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
And that's, man, oh man.
Takes it himself, and that quickly 2 away.
2 away again. Dude, when was the last time we got a hit?
Some fight against this starter. He's
Second
doing his
inning?
thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Baez, the next to hit, takes outside.
This has been bad. I mean, I said at the start, it's not a great matchup.
So tight, feels like the next team is
All the fast pitches are going to complement each other well. Same with the slider and sweeper.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Really hasn't tried to throw strikes inside to these right-handers very much today. He's really stayed away.
2 outs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2 here on Baez. 60th pitch for Greg coming up at least. So the end is nearing.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it
Good
again.
foul ball. That sweeper came down in the strike zone. So still 2-2.
Now, nobody on.
And Baez! That one could go all the way to the wall. And it does. There will be no play at second base. A 2-out double.
Well, as hot hitting continues, he's been getting great results.
20th double of the year for Javier Baez.
When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infield to make any sort of play. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a
probably
deciding
could.
run.
Not like we really need transfers anyway. 2-out RBI chance for Parker Meadows. Got 2 hits already.
And now here is Parker Meadows.
He went with a fastball, to my surprise. Chopper, that one is through! Baez rounds third. He will score, and it is 2-1. Parker Meadows is 3 for 3 tonight.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
So 2 down, Matt Vierling.
Bring on Vierling.
1 for 2.
Couple plays last time.
First
pitch, didn't get it.
Just misses.
Off return to the lineup for Matt, 2 for 10 in this series. And a bullet, there we go.
Through for a base hit.
Watch out now, because you do have Riley Green. It's slumping at the moment, yes. But Matt Vierling extends this, and that's going to be all. Now, with the 2 right-handers in Torkelson and Torres coming up, how badly do they want this out with Riley Green? Will they throw a lefty out here? It's a very quick in. Josiah Gray. They do go to another right-hander, Jorge Lopez.
That's his first test. This looks like a
So
good
advantage
move
Riley
in terms
Green.
of the matchup.
A lot of hard breaking stuff, too. I mean, changeup can touch 90, slider.
Next to hit, Riley Green.
Missed inside.
Missed.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to hit
Down low again, 2-0.
Next offering is down low. Meadows.
Yes, you could.
On at first
Flirt with loading the bases, face Torque instead. That's still dangerous, though. 3-0. These are all so close. But it's pretty clear he's not really trying to throw us anything, so.
And they're all loaded.
You know, I was actually thinking about swinging there 3-0, but that's a 4-pitch walk to Riley Green.
These are the moments where everyone in the stadium
Torkelson is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out.
Torkelson digs in
Base
now.
hit.
He's been really
Should easily score 2 runs.
This season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
The Nationals have some action going in the pen. Jose A. Ferrer, the left-hander.
Well, the hardest pitches we've seen today, and he can still go much faster.
68, also getting ready.
Ground ball. And low. Gonna take it himself. Torco's 0 for 3, but the Tigers do take the lead. Thank you, Parker Meadows. Easily your player of the game right now.
It's Major League Baseball on the show.
See if the Nationals can chase our starter, Dietrich Enns.
And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Up now for Washington, Stone Garrett.
Think we're going to be proactive here. Get ourselves Dylan Smith up in the pen.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Slim game like this. Slim lead.
And that is out of play.
Definitely don't want to mess around with it too badly here. Her ball.
This is the zone, and that's ball 1.
It's not really a very good pitch.
And there's the ball.
Although, to be honest, he doesn't have really any good pitches. That's all my fault. 3-2. Chopper, this one to Vierling. Easy enough. One away.
And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
And it's the catcher for the Nationals, Keibert Ruiz.
Here's Ruiz, 1 for 1.
Late swing, foul.
He was aggressive in his first at bat.
In this one, Siggy. It feels like we've seen a lot
so far,
of
the same.
swings.
Yeah, just one free pass, and
in there.
obviously he's not a big strikeout guy, but
for once a good backdoor slider from Dietrich Enns. Swing and a miss. Took until the 5th inning, but the first strikeout of the day for Enns now.
Simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher,
what a pretty good at bat there.
Really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter.
Look at that, everything right in that same line.
Right there,
not gonna give him much of a chance.
But all you can do is hope to foul that off.
So 2 down now.
Here's Brady House.
Here is Brady House. First pitch doesn't find the zone. 2 out spaces.
Batting 259.
2 balls, no strikes.
No.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
And that's
I'm surprised he took that. Pitch number 70 here for Enns. And in the left, a running play for McKinstry.
Makes the grab, and that's
in the 5th. 5 innings, and despite the hit total yet again being elevated, Dietrich Enns is keeping runners from crossing home plate. Torres, Dingler, and McKinstry due up as we head to the 6th inning already.
Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers.
Not been a problem with the offense. 9 runs in the opening game, 8 runs last night. And what a far cry from last night. I mean, it was a big time struggle on the mound. Everybody for the Washington Nationals was hitting everybody that we threw at them.
And there's a foul ball.
First pitch slider, that's going to get you. Gleyber Torres with miserable numbers against Jorge Lopez.
Next offered in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
So Shane Reifert
in the Washington bullpen.
Warming up yet again.
Looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez.
Oh!
Down looking.
Well, oftentimes that's the pitch
Well,
trying to set up the curveball.
5th strikeout in the career of Gleyber Torres against Jorge Lopez.
So you don't miss it when you get it.
Dylan Dingler will hit next.
So Dylan Dingler trying to extend a hit streak here. I think it's a 10-gamer right now. That won't happen. Not on that.
Handles, throws to first.
So he'll get another opportunity. But for Wenzel Perez, barring, at least a couple hits, it very well could be his last opportunity. His next time up. He's after McKinstry. And McKinstry's going to get plunked, so... Huh. Well, I guess extend that.
We miss a lot of things about playing the game in our playing days.
Wenzel Perez, at least 2 opportunities.
Usually isn't something we talk about.
The batter now as he swings and misses for strike.
Took a lot off of that sinker.
Sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard
In the
to
dirt. It did get away from Ruiz, but
1-1.
not sure it's worth it with 2 outs. Once his bat's been so hot lately, I think we just let him go.
The change-up missing, and it's 2-1.
And perhaps they know that. I can't say for certain. The 13-gamer that Wenzel's rocking right now might be the longest of the year for Detroit. Oh.
Big swing and a miss. McKinstry.
2 sinkers on the edges. Both of them have been at 94. Make it full.
Outside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the
Your
pitch.
bias
The runner
due
will
up
be in
next.
motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Oh, wow.
That's the 3rd out.
Okay.
No runs, no hits, no
Well, they ramped up on that one.
Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Tigers 2 and the Nats 1.
Credit to Lopez for that. Certainly baited us. Threw 2 slower sinkers, then threw the hard stuff.
Back here at the ballpark,
Leading
let's
up
check out the
for
latest news
Washington,
from around the
center
league.
fielder, Jacob Young.
Athletics beat the Rays. Top of the order against Dietrich ends. It is mostly right-handers. I think we go to Dylan Smith here.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound.
About the
Dylan
only
Smith.
guy
And this is an important
last
part
night of the
this
Tigers
game.
pitching
Tight
staff
score, still a lot
that
of
had
outs
any
to
sort
get,
of success.
So they're looking for a big outing out of them right here to get some critical outs.
There's a strike at the
And this
knees.
may be just a little bit
This
more of a
guy's
sure
great speed
thing.
is in the back of that pitcher's
Throws
mind.
a-
If he can get on, it's going to give him
Throws a
one
much
more thing he's gotta
easier
think about.
strike.
To the
Ground
right
ball.
side.
Torres is
Collected
there.
by Torres fires to first on the run.
Nice play.
And they get the out.
Now batting.
Really after the one play where Glaber was just like so far up the middle.
And stepping in
That Ahmed
is the
Rosario.
speedy Ahmed Rosario.
Beat it out despite, well, it didn't even need to beat it out.
And
It
breaking
found
ball
its
drops
way
in for
into
a
right
strike.
field. Torres played a pretty good second base.
That one missed.
I got one
Not
ball.
sure we're going to go for more than 1 inning here with Dylan Smith. We'll see. Grounder to Torque. Oh, no! Oh, my goodness. And then I was so shocked by it, it nearly beat Riley Green. And they're going to rule that a hit.
The first baseman, number 33.
To my surprise.
Low.
That thing just ate up Torkelson.
Nathaniel Lowe
We
up
can't
to
get
it.
Eddie Rosario out tonight. And this is where this does get scary now. I mean, Nate Lowe is pretty good against right-handers, but it's not like scary good over what he does against lefties.
Clips
Ooh,
the
wow,
corner.
called a strike.
Strike 1. With the tying run on at first, here in the bottom of the 6th.
Swing and a
And
miss.
strike 2.
93 from
May see
Dylan
some
Smith.
movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And a miss.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Just
Oh,
missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
that's a great effort. Grounder. Could be 2. We'll just get the
Torres
1.
over to first. Now 2.
I panicked. We might have had a chance to get that lead runner.
Pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball.
I think we're going to make a good call on that.
C.J. Abrams to hit.
C.J.
1 for
Abrams
2
actually
with a
drops
2-run
off in
single back
contact
the first.
against right-handed pitching.
Swing and a foul out of play.
As a pitcher,
Fouled away
you know the runner on second is
by
ready to push
Abrams.
things with his speed. A base hit, it's probably going to be a big
Ooh,
run,
good
so
cutter
you
from
really
Dylan
have to
Smith.
Execute on the mound.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
Oh, boy. Whoa, got him.
3rd out, and that ends the frame.
Perhaps just fooled him with the timing because that was right in there where the cutter was.
Sometimes he wears the emotion
Strikeout
on
to end the
sleeve, but
6th
that's
for
okay.
Dylan
As long as
Smith.
he's getting results, and right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
That's good stuff. Oh, shit. Well,
Welcome back
yeah,
for
no.
the seventh
So
pitcher
Dylan
on
Smith,
the mound, number 68.
I'm actually going to think that this happened after tonight's game. So technically we are not breaking any rules.
We'll see how he does here.
I would assume that's the corresponding roster move for the return of Reese Olson tomorrow night. So, if this is the end for Dylan Smith here for the time being, so far, a good way to go out.
And first pitch fastball is in for a
Evan
strike.
Reifert in for the Nationals. 4-pitch pitcher. Does have a 2-seamer. But then the curveball changeup, slow as hell. Grounder, that does make it back up the middle.
Base hit,
Base hit for Javier Baez.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Was he sent back yesterday? Oh, I missed it.
Parker Meadows up now.
Put an asterisk on this one.
3 for 3 with 3 singles.
Woo.
Strike.
No, I missed that. I thought it would have been a today thing. Wait. Oh, he was sent back yesterday. Technically. But technically, we started this game yesterday, so. No, I would think that happened after today's game. Otherwise, there wasn't a corresponding move made, so they would have been short a roster player.
Fastball is outside.
1-1 on Parker Meadows, looking for a 4-for-4 game. Two and one, good block. Not much has gotten past Ruiz, really since game 1. I actually don't know if Ruiz was behind the plate then. But, yeah, we saw a ball bounce off the brick backstop here.
That one ripped, but foul.
Amazing how he can throw that 2-seamer, and then you think
nobody out.
that you can wait back on it a little bit. 2-2. Up high.
Pitch misses. Ball 3.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have
Fearling
to challenge
after.
this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
That one hit hard, Parker Meadows. That one is going back and out of here. Home run, Parker Meadows.
That'll fire up the dugout, and they tack on to their lead.
7th of the
4-1.
season.
He ran the count full and saved his best swing for last. That was a battle, and he
Was
won.
he? On the official transaction list, it's listed as the 3rd. I don't know. Whatever. I haven't been home all day. Think I knew. I just happened to think about that mid-game. I was like, I wonder if I missed anything. There it is.
Bat was very patient, and it paid off.
But hey, then again, we forgot to call up Matt Vierling the first time. We played an extra day with some bullshitter, I don't know who, on the Major League roster. Matt Vierling, slicer, dive, and it's down.
Can't make the catch.
Yeah, I don't know.
Number 31, Riley Green.
Man at first, nobody out. Now it's the right
Now we'll see
fielder,
Riley.
Riley Green.
Vierling, I think with a 2-hit day.
That's down and in.
Evan
The
Reifert
order coming through now.
greeted
One
quite
home run
rudely
already in this inning.
here in the
They're
7th
definitely
inning.
looking to do some more damage.
And
They
another
called
ball.
Malloy
When
up.
the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get out.
Well, they did on the 2nd.
So
Jesus
far,
Christ, they've
not
been busy in
getting what he
July.
was hoping for.
Good Lord. But we have some major work to do on the roster then.
And there's a ball.
Well, they gave up the home run
3-0 to
earlier this
Riley
inning,
Green.
Not pitching as aggressively here.
Didn't get off to a hotter start with J-Hen. Or a hot start with J-Hen. Like we did when he got called up the first time.
And ball
4-pitch
4
walk.
to the board.
That might be all she
Handled
wrote
during
for
that sequence.
Evan
4
Reifert.
pitches
And
for
yeah,
the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone.
Not a
Guess
shock.
You might want to go talk to him.
Manager out of the dugout
4 straight
now,
Tigers
and he'll
reach
make a
the
move
start
to
to
dip into the
7th.
Nationals pen. Number 68
We'll go through
is done.
Torkelson.
It's a 3-run game, and
Torres
we'll
will be
be back to tell you
due
about
up.
the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for Washington.
Real chance to blow this open.
And this could be a pretty critical point.
25 games on the year, though,
He's the
for
guy to keep
Lucas
him in
Sims.
striking distance.
Sub-4 ERA. Struggles against
Here's
right-handers.
the first baseman, Spencer
Ah.
Torkelson. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout.
See if Torque can get something going. No, he's going to ground in. Well, he was going to ground into a double play. That's going to be definitely ruled an error.
And we'll see how they score.
But you avoid the negative on that.
I think he just rushed out.
Oh, my
Great
goodness. It
chance
goes
to
from
turn
bad
two,
to
and
worse for the
as an
Nationals.
infielder on a play like that,
Should have a play they should have gotten 2 outs on. Hits the heel of the glove.
Could have been 2 outs.
Oh, man.
Instead, they get none.
So bases all loaded up. Here's Gleyber Torres.
I certainly don't regret the swing. Sweeper drop middle in. That was a great swing on it.
Ground
There's
ball
our
side
double
could be
play.
2. Rosario 1, and a run scores on the double play.
5-1.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double plays kind
Well,
of
they got it anyway, but another run this inning.
Now here's the Detroit catcher.
See if
Dylan
Dingler can push that extra
I'm
run
curious how he
across here.
decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this
Miss.
Just missed. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here are the top half.
Good
of
to see
inning
the
number
Nationals
7.
still haven't installed lights out there in left field. Really even in center. Nope.
Swing and a ball popped up.
Back to being late.
Position.
But the Tigers do break it open a little bit. 4-run lead now. Great to see. The big blow. The home run to right center field by Parker Meadows. His 7th of the year.
And it's time to stretch. It's the Tigers.
We'll start this inning with Dylan Smith and then see where it goes from there. I think we should probably get some more reliable guys up. Maybe not a Brant Herter. He's been pitching a lot lately. But maybe a guy like Brennan Hanafy if he's ready to go. And by the way, the home run for Meadows was for the 4-for-4 game. And he's going to get another opportunity tonight. Parker's just had these games. Yeah, Herter's someone we should probably stay away from. Holton. Really should stay away from Hanafy, too. Good news is that their lineup was more set to hit against left-handers anyway. We'll go with Chase Lee. Chase Lee for now. Oh, my.
They had a foul ball.
You know, these
Don't make that mistake to James Wood.
The ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The
Check swing,
they're
didn't go.
averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice.
Surprise
so
on that.
They keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Swing and a miss. What a cutter.
And that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Stays alive.
Tried that same thing we got the strikeout to end last inning on. That didn't work. Maybe elevate something, maybe above the zone.
1-2 now. Swing and a miss.
Missed our
Struck
spot,
out.
but
And
the
that's
result
first
is what
down.
we wanted.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't
James
think
Wood
that's
strikes
pitch.
out.
If he
Dylan
takes
Smith
it,
second.
textbook pitching.
He's out
Get
in here
ahead of the
tonight.
count. Get the guy
This
in the
is
box
a
on his heels,
daunting
and then force him to
situation.
chase your pitch where he doesn't
Josh
have
Bell's
much of a chance
dangerous.
to do any damage.
Bell in the box
that pitch
here.
is out.
Lets that one go for a ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th.
What if I just try and hit that blue zone down and in? Or just inside
So a
in
foul
general.
ball makes it 1-2.
Grounder hit hard, but
To
right at
short.
Baez. Plenty of time.
Baez fires over to first. Two up,
Maybe
two
took
down.
a little bit too much time.
I'm
Not sure how 24 speed Josh Bell made that a somewhat close play.
Wow, really impressive.
2 outs.
Here's
base is
Stone
empty.
Garrett.
And now up for Washington, Stone Garrett.
Ooh, called a strike.
Inside
Wow.
corner at the knees. That's a strike. Good fastball. Just
Inside,
off the
ball 1.
inside edge.
Now, we were supposed to start the John Deere Classic in golf today. Ground ball. There it is. Stone Garrett with another pesky one. Hey.
Ruiz digging in for the Nationals. His righty-lefty splits there.
Ground ball. That finds the same hole.
That one finds its way through. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Well, here we go again.
He was ready to hit right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little
We'll
bit.
go to Chase Lee. He's ready to go. We'll go to Chase Lee right now.
The Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Dylan Smith will depart, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base.
A little unfortunate there, but what you gonna do about it?
They hand the ball over to a new arm.
ERA is elevated in 10 appearances for Chase Lee, but mainly that has come in bunches. He's had some good outings, despite what I have called the worst repertoire that we have used this year.
The batter now, Brady House.
Oh,
The middle and it gets through.
the 2-out Nationals strike again. 3 straight 2-out hits to make it a 3-run game again. And this is terrible now. Because Chase Lee, if he's going to have one of those off days, he's got to face at least 2 more hitters. I mean, we're just panic warming guys up at this point.
And now Jacob Young. That one finds the zone.
Jacob Young could be a problem. Fouled off. I wonder if I just throw like 4 straight sliders over here, if he'll chase one of them. Or just do that. That works too. Nationals get a run. Brady House. The one that drives it in.
It's now 5-2.
Oh, he caught that off the end of the bat too. Sneaky bastard. 20 combined hits tonight.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Colin Poche.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit.
So you go to Colin Poche here.
We'll see how it works out.
To face McKinstry, Perez, and Baez. I'm not really sure I understand that.
Liner to second and picked on the hop. Whips it to
Regrets
first.
yet again on some of these first pitch outs, and we've had a lot of them tonight. But really, the pitching for Washington is giving us some decent pitches to swing at. Now you can officially say this is probably it for the hit streak for Wenzel.
Foul ball.
Thought I could sit back on that. I think I sat back too long. Yep. 0-1 on Perez.
One down, base is empty.
And Wenzel, little flare, left field. It's caught on a backhand.
Now batting, shortstop, Javier.
13-game hit streak likely to come to an end. Unless the Tigers get hot in the 9th. And buy it, dude. The 3rd or 4th pop-up today. 2nd behind home plate.
And that's the 3rd out.
Quick work for Colin Poche.
Last half of the 8th coming up.
I think we send...
The Tigers 5.
Well, I would love to send anybody but Will Vest to the mound here, but...
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman.
I mean, I guess we could try with Chase Lee.
Lee back to work. And
wow.
That's in for a strike.
Man, I mean... Nice job just presenting it to be
Med Rosario 3 for 3.
Right through there for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone.
Swing and a miss. Bounce off the backstop. Dingler's throw down in time.
If you look down in that area.
Chase Lee strikes out a Med Rosario.
Clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out.
This could be rough.
It's one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it.
All one to Chase, or rather Nate Lowe
from
Chase
Lee.
Lee.
To hold up your swing.
That one, trouble. McKinstry on the run. He makes the play, leaping on the warning track.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the
Lowe
ball
talking to
was
his
close,
fellow
but
first
he was
baseman
determined to make that
in
catch, and a
Torkelson.
nice calculation
He
of just
can't
how much
believe it
room he
either.
had to try to minimize that contact.
Abrams foul.
Away. 2 outs.
Oh, what a slider.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone.
Ooh.
Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Oh, the Nationals start. I mean, it's happened in this series already. The umpire has extended this inning for him.
Fights that one away. Still
What
1-2.
a pitch, and it is foul.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Popped up on the
Swing and a
infield.
ball popped in the air. Baez.
It is Baez. See if the
And
Tigers
puts the
can
squeeze
extend
on
this
that one.
lead anymore.
And that's the inning.
Had Will
3
Vest
out,
warming
3
up
down
for an
Washington.
inning
And
already.
the deficit remains 5.
He would be the one that would be brought
Back in
on
Washington, D.C. We go to the
to try and
ninth.
close
Now,
this out.
Parker Meadows.
So Hernandez can sit for the moment. We'll just kind of keep track of how this inning is going. Parker Meadows, a chance at 5 for 5.
Close, but call the ball. Ball 1. Action in the pen down there.
For once, I'm
Jose
willing to say,
Ferrer looks to be getting ready
I
for
think the
Dave
umpires
Martinez.
don't want to go home.
Hers warming up as well. That one the other way. Makes the grab. One away.
Luck was bound to run out at some point.
The third baseman, Matt.
I mean,
So up next,
couple of
Matt Vierling.
Parker's hits today were not very good. Here's Matt Vierling.
Ripped, but it curls foul.
We will hit a home run with Matt Vierling. Eventually.
That one
One
missing
ball, one strike.
inside.
A very quiet 3 for 4 day. One time they got him out was a double play.
2
Upstairs.
balls, 1 strike.
2-1. Got Green due up next.
He swings over the top there.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes
Two-seamer.
can be a little too aggressive. And a
10
good
pitches.
pitcher will
Colin
pay off for that.
Poche
He's
is
gotta get
on
a better
the
pitch to hit.
precipice of getting 5 outs.
That one well upstairs. 3 balls,
Went
2
south.
strikes.
Went north, then he went south, then he went north again. Gotta bring us something.
And he walked.
Wow! Well, he really didn't.
Close pitch
But he
there,
should have gotten
but
that
you
call.
gotta forget about that call if you're out on the mound. You can't let it affect you going forward. You've got
Here's
to get out
Riley.
of the inning first, and then if you want to be frustrated, take it out in the dugout.
Green batting with 1 down.
Not
Takes
that
a
one.
strike.
Well, they've kept him pretty
Yeah.
quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more.
Green's
calm, but
average
you gotta
could
give some
fall
credit to the
below
pitching staff. They got a
300
Great plan against it.
after an 0 in this series.
And Poche ready to work.
1 ball,
And now 1
2 strikes.
and
But I
2.
mean, if
think he
we're
was trying to
honest,
miss by that
look at the
much.
attributes for
That's
Riley
too
Green
just try to
against
overthrow that
left-handers.
pitch.
48 contact, 44 power. We saw nothing but left-handers primarily in the first 2 games of this series, so really not a surprise that this has gone the way it has.
That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
2-2 on Green. 3-2.
Is outside.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even
Walked
if
him.
it's a swing and miss at the plate.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance.
Now
Works
batting,
the walk.
The first
Well, a
baseman,
good day for the on.
2 on, 1 out for Torkelson.
And
And here comes the pitching change.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's
Would've been
ready
nice.
to make the move.
Won't
Colin
happen.
Poche gives.
pitching for
Here's a new
Washington,
pitcher from the pen, Jose A. Ferrer.
Well, to my shock, they bring in another left-hander anyway, with 2 right-handers due up next. Now, Ferrer, we have seen, got gas. That one hit hard. Center field. It will stay in the ballpark. Fearling will tag up, head to third. For a while, didn't have a chance anyway.
Now, we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now
a lot of first pitch swings from Torque today, but I mean, man, there have been some great opportunities to get hits, and that's another one.
Gleyber Torres up now for the Tigers. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Gleyber Torres 1 for 4, drove in the first Tigers run of this game.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third.
Whoa.
That one close, ruled a ball.
What's a strike? What's a ball? Nobody knows. Ground ball. It's booted, and that is gonna make this a 4-run game again. A very tough day at short. That is the second error over there today.
That error allows a run to score, and this is where things can really start to fall apart. As a team, they need to pick
and the
themselves
same
up,
issue as
find
the
a way to
last
play
one.
better baseball the rest of the way.
First and second, 2 outs. And next up for the Tigers,
here's Dingler.
And this is very likely the last chance he gets to keep his hitting streak alive.
Yeah, we might end 2 double-digit hit streaks here today. Barring Dingler and McKinstry reaching.
Pitch misses, and 1-1.
That would bring up Perez.
Breaking ball misses down and
2-1.
away.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game
One run
down.
already
He's
home in the
shrinking
inning.
Zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Woo!
Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Right over the top of that. Disgusting.
And that one off the outside edge.
Well, you'd hate to end the hit streak in your last at-bat on a walk, but heading towards that. And that is exactly how it happens.
Now, left fielder.
Zach McKinstry.
So bring on McKinstry.
0 for 3 in this one.
Do we need the extra runs? No. Would they be nice to have? Sure.
Looks like it'll be a
Bring on Jemai Jones.
Pressure spot for him. Bases loaded and 2 gone.
At this point, I think we're going to go with Will Vest anyway.
And he asks for time
Although,
now.
if Jemai reaches here, there's a chance. So we'll warm up Carlos Hernandez as well as Will. 2 home runs in his short Tigers tenure for Jemai. And it won't be a home run, but it is a base hit. And so one more chance for Wenzel Perez to extend that hit streak.
Nice job going the opposite way.
RBI single, Jemai Jones. It is 7-2.
To hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of
But
the
once
plate,
again,
and he
from that
approached it
weaker
perfectly.
side.
And the batter now, Wenzel Perez.
Counts
1-0.
Yeah, the first offering is not close.
Well, they've already walked Dingler to end his hit streak. Can't imagine they'd try and do the same to Perez.
And that's
But
downstairs
it's
and
2-0.
outside.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3.
I can't believe he got another at-bat.
He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Rounded
Ball
foul.
left side, and that's just foul.
It's the slider that darted in on us.
Pitch
3-1.
And the count is 3-1.
With nowhere to put him.
That one
Oh, he
misses,
walked
and
him
that
too.
one run.
Oh, the umpire may have just ended Wenzel Perez' hit streak. 8-2.
2 outs, bases full.
Here's
And the batter
Javi.
will be the shortstop, Javier Baez.
And 9th inning that will not end. That's a strike.
That pitch is in for a strike.
There was a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little
Minus 2 for
frustration
4,
from
single,
walking
and a
the
double.
hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and
Throwing
trust
a
it.
1.
The shortstop takes the
1-1.
ball.
Javi's average back to 259 after a really great series here in Washington. Missed again.
2-1.
Grounder. Tough play.
But it kicks off his glove. One run is in.
Oh, they got the out at first. What was Jemai Jones doing? Our third rounder. Tigers bat around, break it open, score 9 runs for the second time in this series. But man, oh man, it could have been even worse. Well, we will not bring Will Vest into the game. Honestly, we could still go with Chase Lee. Chase could finish this thing out.
So many elite level bullpen arms.
Which might, I'm not really sure how this is going to work. Might give Chase Lee a save.
Swings open out of the bullpen. You know what's coming in.
That one going to drop. Start the 9th inning. Wouldn't be a game in this series if James Wood didn't have one more to say about it.
So, man aboard, Josh Bell digging in for the Nationals. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
As this game has progressed, we have really lost the strike zone.
Get a ball on the ground and they can roll them up for 2.
No idea how he missed that.
0-2 now.
Grounder, Veerling, Torres on to first, the 4th double play for the Washington Nationals tonight.
That was a thing of beauty from start
Now
to
batting,
finish.
the right fielder.
And they are down to their final out.
And now the right fielder, Stone Garrett.
Stone Garrett. Pain in our ass. All series long.
He finds himself in a tough situation.
Would love
early.
to get him
Just gonna
out.
Try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Fouled away. He's got to realize that this is going to be farther out of the zone.
This could end it. Misses off the plate, and the count is 1-2. The Tigers up big in this one. We're
In the left.
half of the 9th inning.
Bad reaction for Jemai Jones, but he is there.
And that'll do it. The Tigers take this
Game
one
got a
to
little
the
dicey early on. I mean, they really had a chance to get away from us. But Dietrichens is going to go 2 of 2 in winning decisions in what might be his last of the year. Who knows? Chase Lee does pick up a save in all of this as the Tigers win the series after a 9-2 final score here in the finale.